reflected through assessment only. So, however, is it? The topic is very vast, and I will try to complete it within an hour. Now we comes to artificial intelligence. However, there is a myth that artificial intelligence can replace the teachers or examiners, but it is not going to replace any teacher or any examiner. Instead, it is emerging as a support system, much like calculators supported mathematics or ERP systems supported administration. The focus of this session is to understand how AI can make assessment more fair, more transparent, scalable, and outcome oriented, especially in the context of Indian higher education and NEP 2020. I hope the slide is moving.
Yes, sir.
Right, great. So why AI is in assessment is required. So let us first understand why AI has become so important in assessment. Today, universities are dealing with large student numbers, multiple programs, continuous internal assessments, semester and examinations, and accreditation requirements from NAC, NBA, ICR, etc. NEP 2020 emphasizes outcome-based education, critical thinking, and continuous feedback. However, most of our assessment processes are still manual and time-consuming. Faculty members are overloaded, not because of teaching, but because of repetitive academic process. AI helps us address this gap. It allows us to scale quality, not dilute it. AI ensure that assessment becomes more objective, timely, and learner-centric while reducing the administrative burden on faculty. So, what are the assessment challenges of today? If you look honestly at our current assessment system, several challenges emerge. Question papers are often prepared manually, sometimes under time pressure. Evaluation can vary from examiner to examiner. Feedback to students is delayed, sometimes coming weeks after examinations. From an accreditation perspective, collective evidence for COP attainment, rubric usage, and continuous improvement becomes a major challenge. Most institutions struggle not due to lack of intent, but due to lack of systems. Now, AI can address exactly these issues: standardization, consistency, speed, and documentation without compromising academic autonomy. Now, if we think about the traditional versus AI enabled assessment, so traditional assessment systems are largely static. The same paper, same evaluation style, and same feedback approach are applied to all students, irrespective of learning differences. So AI enabled assessments, on the other hand, is dynamic and adaptive. It allows multiple versions of question papers, supports rubric based evaluation, and enables faster feedback. Think of it like the difference between written result processing and ERP based result system. AI is simply the next layer of digital maturity in assessment. I would like to repeat it. AI is simply the next layer of digital maturity in assessing. Uh, this is a diagram of AI assessment ecosystem. So AI does not work in isolation. It functions as part of an ecosystem. Inputs such as syllabus, question banks, rubrics, and student responses feed into an AI engine. This engine integrates with LMS, examination systems, and analytics dashboard. The output is not just marks, but insights, learning games, attainment levels, and improvement areas. Importantly, governance mechanisms ensure academic oversight at every stage. And this is one of our concern, human in the loop model. This is a common fear. Will AI take over academic decisions? The answer is no, simply no. In education, AI always follow a human in the loop model. AI assists by generating suggestions, analyzing data, and highlighting patterns. Final decisions, questions approval, grading, moderation remain with faculty and academic committees. It enhances academic judgment, but it plays it. Now we start with AI for question paper setting. Question paper setting is a critical academic activity that directly influences the quality, fairness, and effectiveness of assessment. A well-designed question paper must align with learning outcomes, cover the prescribed syllabus, balance difficulty levels, and test various cognitive skills as per Bloom's taxonomy. Traditionally, this process is manual. Most of we are why most of all of we are preparing the question paper manually. It is time intensive and prone to inconsistency. Artificial intelligence is transforming question paper setting by making it more systematic, outcome driven, secured, and efficient, while still preserving academic control and integrity. So, conventional question paper setting faces several challenges like uneven difficulty levels across question papers, incomplete syllabus or outcome coverage, repetition of questions over time, high dependence on individual expertise, limited data-driven validation. AI addresses these issues by bringing intelligence analytics and automation into the assessment design process. AI helps faculty ensure that papers are balanced, covering different difficulty levels, cognitive domains, and syllabus units. This is especially useful in universities offering multiple sections or conducting large scale examinations. So, AI for intelligent question banks. An AI enabled question bank is very different from a traditional repository. Each question is tagged with metadata, which may have topic, unit, COPO, Bloom's level, and difficulty. For example, if a faculty wants to test application level questions from Unit 3 aligned with CO2, AI can instantly filter and suggest appropriate questions. This brings scientific rigor into assessment design. So, AI enables smart question banks by classifying questions by topic, unit, and subtopic, tagging questions with COs, POs, and Bloom's level, categorize questions by difficulty, uh, easy, moderate, or complex. It can also detect duplicate or overuse questions. This creates a robust foundation for high quality assessment. Using AI algorithms, question papers can be generated to ensure proportional coverage of course outcomes, maintain alignment with program outcomes, and balance lower order and higher order thinking skills. Ultimately, this ensures compliances with outcome-based education principles. Now we come to next slide. So based on predefined rules set by faculty, AI can generate multiple equivalent question papers. This is extremely useful for maintaining exam integrity, conducting multiple exam sections, or handling re-examinations. So AI-driven systems can generate question papers based on predefined rules and weightages. It can create multiple equivalent sets with uniform difficulty, and it randomizes questions while maintaining academic balance. Such automation significantly reduces faculty workload and human error. Faculty will review, modify if required, and approve the question paper. Thus, AI saves time while maintaining academic control. There are few tools for question paper settings. So AI can also analyzes action, verbs, and question structure to classify questions across the Bloom's level. It ensures cognitive diversity in assessments. Avoid overemphasize on rote learning. Ultimately, this promotes deep learning and critical thinking. At a practical level, institutions can start small tools like ChatGPT and Moodle AI plugins. It can be used freely for drafting and mapping questions, and for large-scale secured environments, enterprise tools like ExamSoft, Question Mark, and TAO are widely used globally and are compatible with accreditation requirements. If we think about what are the benefits of AI-based question papers, so we can classify in three parts: for faculty, for students, and for institutions. If we think about the for faculty, it reduces time and efforts, pedagogically sound and validated paper, support in OBE and accreditation requirements. For students, it is fair and balanced assessment. It's clear alignment with taught content and outcomes, and it has improved assessment credibility. For institution, it standardized across departments. Student institution can get enhanced examination security and governance, and they will get audit ready documentation for NAC or MBA or etc. Just yes. Now this is slide for rubrics. Why the rubrics matters for us? Initially, we have to understand rubrics in modern education. A rubric is a structured scoring guide that outlines criteria, performance levels, and descriptors used to evaluate student work. Well-designed rubrics ensure fairness and consistency in grading, clearly communicate expectations to learner. It supports outcome-based education and accreditation framework, and also it enables meaning feedback. However, creating high-quality rubrics manually requires the pedagogical expertise, time, and alignment with course outcomes, often a challenge for faculty managing heavy academic loads. We can say that rubrics are central to transparent and fair evaluation. They clearly define expectations for students and ensure consistency across evaluators. From NAC and NBA perspectives, rubrics provide evidence of objective assessment and help justify attainment le- um, and help justifying attainment levels during the audits. So, how the AI can help generation of the rubric? AI powered systems can assist a faculty by automating and enhancing rubric design. So, the few mechanisms like first one is outcome aligned rubric creation. So, AI tools can analyze course outcomes, program outcomes, and Bloom's taxonomy levels. So, based on this analysis, AI can generate rubrics that are clearly mapped to learning outcomes, ensuring academic rigor and compliance with the OBE framework. So, the second mechanism is discipline specific customization. Using natural language processing, that is NLP, and large data sets, AI can adapt rubrics for different disciplines: engineering, humanities, management, health sciences, etc. AI can suggest appropriate criteria such as critical thinking, problem solving, creativity, or technical accuracy. Third mechanism is multi-level performance descriptors. AI can automatically draft performance descriptors such as excellent, good, satisfactory, needs improvement, and also uh, it can also draft level-wise descriptors aligned with Bloom's taxonomy. Remember to create. So ultimately, this reduces subjectivity and enhances clarity for both evaluators and the learners. Means AI can generate rubric and its templates aligned with the COs and Bloom's level. For example, for a design-based assignment, AI can suggest criteria such as conceptual clarity, application innovation, and presentation, each with level-wise descriptors. Faculty can customize and approve these rubrics, significantly reducing preparation time. Now, AI-assisted grading. So, beyond rubric creation, AI significantly enhances the grading process, acting as a decision support system for educators rather than replacing them. So, AI systems can evaluate objective answers like MCQs, short answer with high accuracy, support grading for descriptive answers, essays, and case studies using semantic analysis. And AI can also compare student responses against rubric descriptors. So this ensures speed, consistency, and scalability, especially in large classrooms. If you think about the bias reduction and consistency, human grading can unintentionally be influenced by fatigue, bias, or subjectivity. But AI-based grading applies the same rubric criteria uniformly. It can reduces inter-evaluator variability. It also enhances fairness and transparency. So faculty remain in control with AI providing recommendations and scoring suggestions. And if you think about the personalized and actionable feedback, so AI can generate criterion-wise feedback linked to rubric indicators, suggestions for improvement aligned with learning outcomes. It can strengths and gap analysis for each learner. So such feedback supports formative assessment and promotes continuous learning. Therefore, basically, AI-assisted grading is especially useful for descriptive answers and assignments. AI evaluates responses against rubrics and provides preliminary scoring and comments. The faculty review the evaluation, make changes if required, and finalize grade. So this ensures speed with accountability. So we can use a number of tools like three tools like ChatGPT and four rubrics can support rubric design. Paid platforms like Gradescope, Turnitin Feedback Studio offer scalable grading, plagiarism detection, and analytics. They are widely used in the universities. We can say that AI in assessment, particularly in the rubric generation and grading support, represents a paradigm shift in how learning is evaluated. By combining pedagogical principles with intelligent automation, AI ensures assessment are fair, outcome-oriented, scalable, and learner-focused. So, in the journey toward smart universities and future-ready education systems, AI-enabled assessment is not an option; it is a necessity. If it comes to feedback systems, so feedback is one of the most powerful component of learning. Timely, clear, and actionable feedback helps learners understand their strengths, identify gaps, and improve performance. However, in traditional education systems, especially in universities with large class size, providing personalized feedback to every learner is a major challenge. So artificial intelligence is transforming this landscape through automated feedback system, enabling scalable, consistent, and learner-centric assessment practices. So this transforms assessment from being judgmental to development. Or repeat it, the AI can transform assessment from being judgmental to development. If we think about what are the automated feedback systems, automated feedback systems use AI technologies such as NLP, machine learning, and learning analytics to analyze student responses and generate feedback without continuous manual intervention. These systems can deliver feedback across multiple assessment formats, including MCQs and quizzes, short and long descriptive answers, essays, case studies, and project reports, along with programming assignments and plans. So, if we talk about the types of AI feedback, AI supports formative feedbacks during learning, diagnostic feedback to identify weaknesses, and summative feedback after assessment. For example, after an essay submission, AI can highlight gaps in argument structure, language usage, and conceptual clarity. So there are a few types of automated feedback. Immediate formative feedback. So AI provides instant feedback during quizzes, practice tests, and or assignments, which can help students to correct the errors in real time, reinforce learning concepts, and improve retention. To talk about the diagnostic feedback, AI identifies patterns in incorrect responses to highlight conceptual gaps, skill deficiencies, and misalignment with learning outcomes. So such insights are valuable for both students and the instructors. And if we think about the summative feedback reports, for end-term assessment, AI can generate performance summaries, strength, weaknesses analysis, and COPO attainment linked feedback. So ultimately, it is very useful for us. These are few tools for automated feedback. So tools like Grammarly and ChatGPT provides immediate language and content feedback. Grammarly is not fully free, and institution tools like Turnitin and Grammarly EDU integrate feedback with academic integrity checks. So if you talk about the benefits of AI-based automatic feedback, again we think for our three stakeholders: students, faculty, and institution. So for students, the AI can bring timely and continuous feedback. It can guide clearly for the improvements, and it ultimately enhance engagement in self-regulated method. For the faculty member, uh, significant reduction in repetitive grading tasks. There are ability to focus on mentoring and high order evaluation, and the faculty members can get insights into class-wide learning trends. The institutions can get improved assessment quality. They can also get evidence-based academic governance and scalable solutions for large and diverse learner populations. So, uh, friends, despite its advantages, automated feedback systems must address data privacy and ethical use of students' data. Also, algorithm biasness and transparency should be there. The biasness should be there, shouldn't be there, but transparency should be there. Faculty training is a must requirement, and maintaining the human touch in the feedback is also the requirement. AI can't be fully judgmental. AI should complement, not replace. Human judgment and academic empathy, it can't be replaced. Now we come to outcome-based education. As far as I understand, we all know about what is OBE. Anyways, I'm just providing a little overview of them. So OBE has shifted focus from marks to learning outcomes. Assessment becomes meaningful only when it measures what students are expected to achieve. Basically, has become the cornerstone of modern higher education, emphasizing what learners are expected to know, to perform, and to demonstrate at the end of learning experience. Regulatory and accreditation bodies such as UGC, NAC, NBA, and International Accreditation Agency also, they strongly advocate OBE to ensure quality, relevance, and accountability in education. However, implementing OBE effectively, especially assessment and attainment measurement, possesses significant operational and analytical changes. Artificial intelligence emerges as a transformative enabler, making OBE implementation more accurate, scalable, and data. So AI makes OBE operational by linking assessments, rubrics, and analytics systematically. OBE focuses on clearly defined course outcomes, alignment with uh, program outcomes and program specific outcomes. There are continuous measurement of learning attainment, evidence based improvement mechanism. So assessment in OBE is not just about grading but about measuring the learning outcomes, identifying gaps, and measuring continuous improvement. So what are the challenges in OBE implementation? Sorry. So most institutions struggle with OBE not conceptually but operationally, like manual mapping of COs, POs, COs to POs, and assessments, subjective and inconsistent evaluation, complex data analysis for attainment calculation, and heavy documentation burden for accreditation. Means manual CO/PO mapping, attainment calculations, and report generations are error prone and time consuming. Obviously, so AI addresses these challenges by automating the processes and generating actionable insights. AI automates these processes, ensuring accuracy and traceability. If we talk about the AI-enabled OBE framework, so AI automatically maps questions and rubrics to COs and POs, aggregate assessment data, and computes attainment levels. This provides real-time insights instead of post-semester reports. So if we talk about the role of AI in OBE-based assessment, we can get five major points. First one is the intelligent CO/PO mapping. AI algorithm can analyze course syllabi, question papers, assignment descriptions. So using NLP, AI automatically maps questions and assessments to relevant COs and POs, ensuring alignment and consistency across courses and programs. Second one is AI assisted question paper design. We already talked about that AI supports faculty in designing outcome aligned question papers, ensure balanced coverage of Bloom's taxonomy level, and avoiding over or under assessment of specific outcomes. Ultimately, this leads to robust and defensible assessment. Third one is automated attainment calculation. AI systems can aggregate assessment data from multiple sources. They can apply predefined threshold and weightages. They can calculate CO, PO, and TS attainment in real time. And this will minimize human error and enhances the transparency. The fourth one is outcome-based rubrics and grading. So AI-generated rubrics are directly linked to outcomes. They are all also standard across the evaluators, and they are capable of generating criterion-wise performance data. Ultimately, this ensures that grading reflects actual learning achievement, not just marks. And the fifth one is data-driven continuous improvement. AI can analyze historic and real-time data to identify low attainment outcomes. It can also highlight curriculum or pedagogical gaps. And obviously, AI can recommend targeted interventions. And such insight ultimately strengthen the OBE feedback loop. So you can see there is a OBE cycle with AI. AI can strengthen the continuous improvement cycle. When attainment is low, AI highlights specific gaps, enabling faculty to modify teaching strategies, curriculum, or assessment design. This directly aligns with accreditation expectations. So, if we talk about the benefits of AI-driven OBE assessment, we will again think for the three stakeholders, faculty, students, and institutions. So, there are numerous benefits for faculty members. There will be reduced administrative burden. They will get the clarity in outcome alignment, and they will get evidence-based teaching improvements. And for the students, who are the major stakeholders, they will get transparent learning expectations. There will be clear linkages between assessment and the outcomes, and they will get personalized feedback aligned with the outcomes. To talk about the institution will get strong accreditation readiness and improved academic governance. And also data-based strategic decision making they can have. However, AI strengthens OBE, but institutions must ensure few ethical considerations like data privacy and security, transparency of AI algorithm, adequate faculty training, and balanced use of AI with academic design. So, uh, what would I like to say that AI should serve as a decision support system, not a replacement for academic expertise. So, these are few tools for OBE and attainment. Institutions can start with custom dashboards and spreadsheets enhanced by AI. Enterprises tools like event tools, ERP Next Education, they provide end-to-end OBE automation. Basically, this integration of AI in outcome-based education assessment marks a significant shift from manual compliances practice to intelligent, evidence-based academic systems. AI enhances the accuracy, consistency, and scalability of outcome measurement while empowering educators to focus on teaching excellence. When thoughtfully implemented, AI transforms OBE from a regulatory requirement into a powerful framework for meaningful learning and continuous academic improvement. I would like to repeat it. When thoughtfully implemented, AI transforms OBE from a regulatory requirement into a powerful framework for meaningful learning and continuous academic improvement. So I would again like to say that in the journey towards future ready industries, AI driven OBE assessment is not just an innovation, it is a strategic necessity. So, just to summarize, it's just a brief of the things we have already discussed. So AI enhances examination systems through secured in our online exams, adaptive testing, and automated evaluation for making examinations scalable and reliable. So basically, the digital transformation of education has placed examination systems and learning management systems at the core of academic operations, while increasing student numbers, blended learning models, and regulatory emphasis on transparency and quality. So traditional assessment mechanisms are no longer sufficient. Anyways, artificial intelligence is redefining how exams are designed, how exams are conducted, and how examinations are evaluated. Everything is going to be redefined. And also, artificial intelligence can analyze examination systems and LMS for making assessment more secure, more efficient, more personalized, and, and ultimately outcome oriented. If you think about the role of AI in modern examination system, you will again get the four major things. The first one is the AI-based question bank system. Intelligent question banks can be created by the AI by classifying questions by difficulty levels, topics, CO and PO mappings, and Bloom taxonomy. AI can recommend balanced question papers automatically. It can detect redundancy and content gaps, ultimately to pair fully coverage of syllabus and outcome alignment. Second one is the intelligent question paper generation. AI system can generate automatically question papers based on predefined rules. They can maintain difficulty parity across multiple sets. AI can support randomized and adaptive assessments. So ultimately, we will get the significantly reduce our efforts and minimize the error while enhancing exam quality. Third one is the secured and proctored online examinations. We'll talk about this also. So AI powered remote proctoring uses face recognition and identify verification. They can check eye gaze and behavior analysis, and they can also check suspicious activity detection. So this strengthens examination integrity, especially in online and hybrid examination models. And the fourth one is the automated and assisted evaluation. So AI can support automatic evaluation of objective and short answer questions, rubric based assisted grading for descriptive answer, and consistent scoring across evaluators. So final control. Faculty retain final control while benefiting from AI-driven recommendations. In the previous slide, we have talked about the third point, that was the secured and proctored online examinations. So what is the online proctoring? How can we get this? So AI proctoring uses face recognition and behavior analysis to maintain exam integrity. What we have talked in last slide also. So there are numbers of AI-based online proctoring tools available, such as Proctorio, Mercer Metal, Tailview, and Examity. So these tools leverage artificial intelligence and machine learning to replicate the vigilance of an in-person invigilator in a virtual environment. Through face recognition, the system verifies candidate identity and prevents impersonation. Behavior monitoring continuously tracks eye movement, facial expression, background noise, and unusual activity, flagging any suspicious behavior in real time. Most importantly, these tools help maintain exam integrity by ensuring that assessment remain fair, standardized, and secure, regardless of location. Complementing proctoring tools are secure examination platforms such as Metal, Inspera Assessment, Respondus Monitor, and Speed Exam. These platforms provide an end-to-end solution for conducting online examinations. They enable secured examination delivery, restrict unauthorized access, and prevent screen sharing or content leakage. Additionally, they support automated evaluation, significantly reducing faculty workload while ensuring consistency and accuracy in grading. And their seamless integration with learning management systems allows our institutions to manage assessments, analytics, and reporting within a unified digital framework. So ultimately, together, AI-based proctoring tools and secured examination platforms are redefining assessment methods. They are only uphold academic honesty, not only uphold academic honesty, but also make large-scale remote assessment scalable and trustworthy. So this is one of the very important points that online proctoring can become AI based, and these are more powerful. These are few tools for the examination systems. Free tools like Moodle Quiz are useful for internal examinations. Enterprise platforms like Mercer Metal and Tailview, Ispera are widely adopted for high stakes examinations. So now the next theme is learning management system and how they are becoming AI enabled. So, AI enabled LMS personalized learning. They can track engagement and can identify at-risk students early, making assessment continuous and support. There are few major points. The personalized learning. So AI-enabled LMS can track learner behavior and performance. They can recommend adaptive assessment and practice tests. So AI-enabled LMS can customize content based on learning pace and games. And ultimately, this leads to continuous and personalized assessment. If we talk about the automated feedback and learning analytics, AI-based LMS can generate instant formative feedback. We only talked about the formative feedback in previous slides. AI-based LMS can generate performance dashboards for students and the faculty both. They can also generate learning trend analysis at course and at program level. So such insights enhance both teaching effectiveness and learner engagement. Sorry. So early identification of at-risk learners using predictive analysis. Analytics. AI in LMS can detect disengagement or poor performance patterns. Such tools can trigger early and interventions. They can also support mentoring and remedial strategies. And ultimately, this improves retention and academic success. So basically, AI acts as a bridge between examination systems, LMS platforms, and the university ARP and academic management systems. So this integration of examination system, LMS, and ERP enables seamless flow of the assessment data, automated COP attainment calculations, and real-time academic and accreditation reporting. These are few tools for the AI-enabled LMS. Moodle and Google Classrooms offer basic AI features. However, at the other end, Canvas and Blackboard, they provide advanced analytics and integration capability. So if you think about the benefits of AI-enabled elements, so these are flexible and secured assessment, immediate feedback and performance insights, personalized learning pathways. They will reduce administrative workload, data-driven assessment decisions, improved assessment quality and consistency, scalable, secured assessment infrastructure, enhanced academic governance, and strong readiness for accreditation and other audits. But however, we should have to also think about the challenges and the ethical considerations. So key concerns are include data privacy, security, bias and transparency in AI algorithms, accessibility and inclusivity, faculty and student training. So AI must be implemented with clear policies, ethical safeguards, and human oversight is also required. So we can say that AI-powered examination systems and LMS are transforming assessment from a static manual process into a dynamic, intelligent, and learner-centric ecosystem by ensuring security, scalability, personalization, and outcome alignment. AI strengthens academic integrity and educational quality. When aligned with institutional vision and regulatory frameworks, AI in examination system and LMS becomes a strategic pillar for future-ready universities and digital education excellence. Now we comes to academic analytics and the dashboard. So academic analytics, it involves the collection, processing, and analysis of learner and assessment data to understand performance, behavior, and outcomes. Dashboard presents these insights visually through graphs, indicators, and alerts, enabling quick interpretation and action. When powered by AI, analytics move beyond descriptive reporting to predictive and prescriptive intelligence. When powered by AI, analytics move beyond descriptive reporting to predictive and prescriptive intelligence. So AI-powered dashboards convert assessment data into actionable insights for students, faculty, and the administrators. They can aggregate the intelligent data by examination system, LMS platforms, continuous internal evaluation and attendance, assignments, projects, etc. etc. They can also prepare the analytics which are outcome based, CO, POs, and PSO. Ultimately, this enables real-time visualization of outcome attainment and highlights gaps at course, programs, and institutional levels. By using historical and real-time data, AI also can predict student performance trends. It can identify address learner early. It can forecast outcome attainment and pass percentage. Such predictive insights enable proactive academic interventions. AI-driven dashboards do not just show problems; they suggest solutions also. They recommend remedial actions. They suggest curriculum or assessment redesign. They can also highlight effective teaching practices. And this transforms analytics into a decision support system. Types of academic dashboard. First is the student performance dashboard, which can provide individual and cohort-wise progress, strengths and learning gaps. This can also show personalized feedback and recommendations. For the faculty members, it can monitor assessment and effectiveness. It can analyze question-wise performance. It can evaluate CO attainment and Bloom's level coverage. For the institution or the program level dashboard, it can show PO and PSO attainment trends. It can also show inter-departmental comparisons and accreditation ready evidences for end reports. There are a few tools for analytics and dashboard, like Power BI desktop. It is a strong and free tool. Tableau and IBM Watson Analytics offer advanced duty analysis. Sorry. So therefore, we can say AI-powered academic analytics and dashboards are redefining assessment by turning data into actionable intelligence. By enabling predictive insights, outcome tracking, and informed decision making, AI strengthens academic quality and institutional effectiveness. When integrated thoughtfully, these systems empower universities to move from reactive assessment practice to proactive strategies and learner centric academic governance. So, in the era of smart universities, AI driven academic analytics is not just a tool, it's a foundation for continuous improvement and educational excellence. Uh, Responsible and ethical AI. So, ethical AI ultimately it is very much required to ensure transparency, privacy, explainability, and faculty control. These are critical for trust in academic systems. So, this is the implementation roadmap. AI adoption should be phased. It, it is continuous. It will start with the awareness, then pilots, then scaling, and then policy integration. But I would must like to say that faculty training is the key success factor. And these are few key takeaways of this presentation. So, AI enhances quality, fairness, and efficiency. Humans remain decision makers, but assessment becomes learner centric and outcome. AI tools in assessment form a connected ecosystem, not standalone solutions. When deployed thoughtfully, these tools transform assessment into a transparent, outcome driven, learner centered, and future ready academic system while preserving the central role of the educators. We talk about the conclusion from my perspective. This presentation highlights how artificial intelligence is transforming the entire assessment ecosystem in higher education, moving it from manual, fragmented, and compliance driven practices to intelligent, data driven, outcome oriented systems. AI is no longer limited to automation. It now acts as an academic decision support partner for faculty members, for students, for institutions across all dimensions like question paper settings, rubric generation, grading support, automated feedback, outcome based education, examination system, LMS integration, and academic analytics. AI enhances fairness, consistency, scalability, transparency, and quality while preserving human academic judgment. So in essence, AI enables universities to assess what students truly learn, what students truly learn, not just what they memorize. This can provide timely, personalized, and actionable feedback. AI always ensures strong alignment with OBE, with NAC, NBA, UGC, ICR, and other requirements. And AI ultimately supports strategic academic governance through analytics and dashboards. So, friends, at the end, I would must say that AI-enabled assessment is no longer optional. Institutions that adopt it thoughtfully will lead in quality, credibility, and student success. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks.